There's no longer white-collar jobs. They are nowhere to be found. The population is increasing on a daily basis, and the government cannot provide all the needed jobs for the bobbing youths.
In the history of Holy Communion, we've never heard that somebody contacted the deeds from the other person before.
I think, sir.
Not that I mean to undermine polytechnics, they do a good job, but university education is actually more valuable.
Hello viewers, I am delighted to welcome you to this week's edition of Crossfire, reaching you from the Advent Cable Network Nigeria Television, ACNNTV. I am Olusegun Akinola. Right here on Crossfire, we treat controversial topics on diverse issues surrounding the family, church, and society. It's more like a friendly match where we just warm up by raising the issues. The ball is eventually left in your court to decide. Our focus today is on relationship and building a family. In choosing a life partner, is it an already made man or a struggling man with prospects? Which is preferable? This is the second edition of the topic, and we have with us two married women who will be crossing the fire for us. You know, people get married for different reasons: for love, financial security, political reasons, procreation, etc. If there's anything that can really test a marriage, it is finances. No matter how loving and hardworking a man is, if he's not able to provide for the family, then such a marriage might hit rock bottom. While some men may be able to boast of a reliable source of income through business and other things, others are struggling daily. So, with our present predicament in Nigeria, we need to ask our women again, in choosing a life partner, an already made man or a struggling man with prospects, which is preferable? And to discuss this topic, we have two wonderful women who will be debating it today. They are Mrs. Elizabeth Samsedi, who will be speaking on an already made man, while Mrs. Uchenna Orichalu, who will be speaking for a man with prospects. You're both welcome. Thank you for being in the studio with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Now, let's get right into our discussion. Let me start with you, Mrs. Uchenna. We're talking about a struggling man with prospects. How would you actually define that? Because when you say struggling man, is it just starting? Does he have something, but it is a little? How would you actually define it?
Okay, well, when you put the word struggling, it means he already has something he's doing. Okay, so for you to struggle, you're struggling with something you're already doing.
Okay.
You might not be seeing the result now, but you have plans, you have goals. So for you to be struggling, you're doing something already, and you're probably waiting for it to mature. So definitely, for you to struggle, you're working. You have something doing. But the results are not there yet.
So you might say that such a person maybe doesn't have the big house yet.
Definitely.
Doesn't have
maybe
the
rents
wonderful car.
1 room, 2 rooms, just a car.
Okay. So let's now come to you, Mrs. Elizabeth. When we're talking about an already made man, how made is this man? Is he, which is a private jet?
You know me, I was going to ask that, how made? I was going to say, when you say already made man, to what extent, to what level? How made are we talking about? Because it's saying already made is actually in categories. But I would say, from what we are talking about, she said someone with prospect is somebody that already has something doing, but is not there yet. Okay, I would say an already made man, in quotes, is somebody that has gone beyond just struggling. He has, to an extent, gotten somewhere. He has begun to see results from whatever it is he's doing, whether he's a career person or he's in business, who has been able to, at least, is out of home. It doesn't live under the same roof with his parents anymore, because it's definitely not going to marry and take home to live with his parents. He has, to an extent, some level of independence. He can, to a large extent, make choices and decisions for himself.
So at least he's comfortable, he can take care of the wife comfortably.
He can take care of himself.
If she
he can
complains,
take care of his wife.
She needs that. She can.
Yes. Then they start having children. They won't be so threatened. At least the children will enjoy a level of comfort.
That's good. That's good. Thank you very much. Now, coming back to you, Mrs. Uchenna. Now, is love, in marriage sustainable when financial security is not there? I mean, before you take any action, before you do anything, you're afraid because the money is not there. So is it actually sustainable?
Well, yes.
Okay.
I believe love is sustainable in marriages, even when there is no financial stability.
Okay.
Because the man might not have the money now. It doesn't mean he's going to be broke all his life. And it doesn't mean that eventually he's not going to achieve results for his hard work. Because I believe as long as you have something doing, there is no way you're not going to achieve results someday in future. So if you nurture your marriage at that early stage, I think that's what love is. You don't need money to find love. Love is pure, it's natural, it's undiluted. So you can actually enjoy your marriage with love, understanding, peace of mind, without the influence of money. And I believe with that you can go far, because when this money starts coming, now you can nurture it together, grow it together, expand together, and the understanding grows as well. So that's why I believe it's, because sometimes it's even difficult to probably get the values of a man when he's rich or when he has the money already. You understand? It's a bit difficult,
of course,
to understand him.
Some people can always hide their true nature, their true character
under the wealth, and you won't say it.
Once the thing goes up, you now see his true color.
Exactly.
So now coming to you, Miss Elizabeth. Of course, we're talking about an already made man, so there's a certain level of financial security. Why do you think it's better to have financial security or stability, before someone gets into marriage? Should someone know that yes, you might love the person, but if the financial security is not there, stability is not there, should a woman actually go into such a relationship, or just stay clear and say until you get to that level before we now proceed into marriage?
Okay, I don't know. In other words, are you saying that are you trying to ask me if it's not necessary, if love is not necessary?
Yes, in a way. You say some will say that they have love, but love is not enough. You need a certain level of financial security. You should be stable to an extent before you now delve into the marriage.
In any relationship, in my definition, wealthy, financial security, rich, coming up, struggling, without love, it's nothing.
Of course.
Every relationship has to be established on love.
Okay.
Whether you are that comfortable or not so comfortable. Okay. Because any marriage without love is false. It's deceit.
Okay.
Because marriage is meant to be based on love.
Okay.
Whether wealthy or not wealthy. Okay, then coming to the aspect of, is it enough? Is love enough?
Exactly.
No, it's not enough.
Okay.
It's key. It's vital. In fact, nobody should get married to the other if you are not in love. But is it enough? As far as marriage is concerned, no, it's not enough. As far as marriage is concerned, there is more to marriage than love.
Okay. So that aspect of the financial security how do women try to quantify that financial stability of the man? Because yes, she might say she loves him, but if he's not able to handle certain things, let's say they're preparing for the wedding now, and they can't actually handle, so many things that pertain to the wedding, or even in marriage itself, children's school fees and other things like that. You say you love him, but he cannot handle some of these things, So you said love is not enough. How will the woman, will I say, cope in such a situation like that, when the man cannot handle some of these things?
Even though he is wealthy?
Yes.
And is not handling these issues?
Yes.
Why would a man have
talking about the character, talking about the character of certain people. Okay. When they're already made,
Okay.
They're already settled.
There are men like that anyway. Yeah, that will make the man 100% irresponsible. Yeah, because I don't see any reason why a man would be comfortable financially and your family is suffering. Your wife and children are not feeling that comfort that they ought to feel or that they ought to get. Okay. It makes no sense. But I know there are people like that. Oh yeah, there are.
A lot of them.
There are, but well, that will either mean that the man was never truly in love with his wife, because let's even say the man was not truly in love with his wife. What about your children?
Exactly.
Would you, because you are not so much in love with your wife, not take care or love your children? These are your children.
Some men don't care about their children.
I know. Yeah. I know they don't. I know they exist actually. But to me, it's a no-no. Even though I'm on the motion supporting the wealthy, the person that is wealthy. But no, on that part is a no for me. I don't. Every man should be able to cater. In fact, as a man, your family is your pride. It's your priority. Yeah. No. When somebody sees your wife and they say, "Who is that lady?" They say, "That's Mr. John's wife." Oh, that's your pride.
Of course.
Who are those kids? Mr. John's kids. You should be proud about that.
Now, let me come to you now, Mrs. Uchenna. Talking about someone who is just with prospects. Okay. If you as a woman, of course, you have something stable, you have something coming in, and you're able to handle certain things, don't you think that you as a woman will most likely become the breadwinner? Won't that cause some kind of rift in the home, because he is not bringing anything, you are bringing something, so automatically?
Okay, well, I actually don't believe in that word.
Okay.
Breadwinner.
Okay.
That word shouldn't exist in marriage, because the two of you are one. So whoever makes the money, more of the money, does not matter. Okay. What matters is he will definitely be bringing something. Okay. Maybe not as much as is expected, but the lady too is working. So that's why you're a team. You bring whatever you have together, you use it and manage your home, and you grow together with it. Okay. So you don't necessarily have to come in and be the breadwinner because you're making more money. No, the man is still the father. He's still in charge. He's still the head of the home, and all respect he deserves should be given to him. And he will also understand the wife and team up, work together. As long as he is working hard, and you as a woman, you pray for him. As long as your husband is happy with you and you pray for him, whatever he does, he must succeed. Of course, definitely. You bring more money does not mean you should disrespect him. No, he's still the head of the house.
Because some always say that a man can lose his sense of respect and all of those kind of things when the woman is the one taking care of everything. No. But I've actually heard, even though it's just from one woman, I've heard that the first edition of this program, that whatever money you make as a woman is for the man, is for everyone. You share it. But what we usually hear in the past is that whatever you have as a woman belongs to you. Whatever he has now belongs to us. So I don't know if you're on that side of the story too.
Belongs to
both of them.
Okay. Just before you ask the next question, let me just add this. That, okay, as a young lady about to get married and you're looking forward to marrying someone that is well-to-do or that is financially stable, that you feel, okay, can, take care of you, it doesn't mean that you should go marrying that man as a liability or as somebody that is not doing something. See, as an adult, every adult should have a sense of responsibility to do something, to work. Whether you white-collar job or a career person, you're in business or even petty trading, you should be able to earn a living by yourself as an adult, even before marriage, as a woman, as a young lady, whoever young ladies out there, if you are here, they're out there listening to the sound of my voice, hear this. Don't just go into marriage
depend on the
depending. Yes, as your husband, you should. That's a security that you seek. it's not an offense, but at the same time, you should be able to get something to do to support. You are supposed to be a helpmate anyway to the man, so that when the chips are down, or when it's not flowing the way it usually is, then you can support. That's what women are. That's what wives are meant for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if a woman considers the financial security of a man before marriage, does it mean that the marriage will only last as long as there's money? Because the woman is only considering, well, until he gets this before I now get into...
If that happens, then the woman never truly loved the man.
Okay.
Yes, that shouldn't be.
Okay.
Because life, say, human being, one thing that is constant in life is change. Things happen. Economies happen.
Of course.
Change all over.
Up and
like
down.
we are experiencing right now.
Yeah.
COVID happened. Now. So you can't just say because you married a man because it was comfortable, and now business, we all know what happened to businesses as a result of COVID, then you are not getting it as those gifts that you used to get, those holidays, summer holidays and all that, you didn't get it this year. So because of that, you get angry and walk away. Then you were never.
Yeah, because money can actually cause so much strain in marriage. Yeah.
But marriage does. In marriage, wealth has a lot to do. So that's why sometimes when the money is already there, it's difficult to understand how this man will look or how he's going to behave when there is no money.
Of course.
So marrying an already made man, he's rich today. Money is a visitor. He stays as long as he can and then he vanishes. So when the money is no longer there, that's when you see the true character of the man. Now you as a lady, if you can't handle it, what do you do?
Of course.
On
you
that
disappear.
On that note, you don't have to disappear. On that note, yes. See, during courtship, you can never truly know the man or the woman. Because they will put in their best attitude.
Of course.
Because they are about to get married, or they would want to marry each other. So until you enter the home, you become one. That is when the true nature, the two of you, both the husband and the wife, will begin to experience the true character of who you married. So will you now say because you now discovered probably for a while he was able to hide, he was smoking, he was able to hide it from you during 6 months, 1 year period of courtship. Then you now marry, that was an instance. Then you now marry and you discover he smokes. What would you now do? You will not carry your load and walk away? It doesn't, no.
Okay, that's where that money comes in. Those pretense most of the time comes when there is wealth.
Both ways.
Both ways too, yes. Okay.
It could be when the man is wealthy. It could be when the man is
so poor. Even someone who is poor can pretend to be rich.
Not necessarily pretending to be rich. You can hide some of this character. This, ugliness that is in everybody. Yes, it doesn't. This doesn't have anything to do with being rich or not being rich. This is human nature.
Okay. Okay.
You agree, right?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
We just that point.
I do understand exactly because I believe most of the time you have more of those people that hide their character. It's especially when money is involved.
Of course.
You see the lady,
of course,
not just using the wealth on the hand of the man, he uses the wealth to cover his character.
Of course.
But
and you will not see it as a lady. The lady has the lady, on the other hand, because she is seeing the wealth,
would think that
she will want to show her best because she wants this man to marry her. She wants that money, so she's going to put in her best attitude at all times. So at the end, once they come in, the real character starts playing out. And even the man might not actually hide his character, but you as a lady, because the money is there, you're not seeing through the surface. Exactly. The money has blinded you. So all you're seeing is the good things he's doing, you know. But when there is no money, you don't even have the money to hide anything. You get, so you don't have to. Yes, you're seeing him as he is, and he will tell you, this is all I have. These are my plans. This is what I'm doing. So at least when you're saying yes, you're sure of what you're the decisions you're taking, you're making those decisions with your clear eyes. You know when you come in, you're not coming in to see riches and wealth. You know you're going to sit together and work together. But when that money is already there, you come in, even what you're bringing to the table might not really count. Okay. Sometimes the man will even end up stopping you from work. He will tell you, don't worry, I have all the money.
Everything to take care of.
Sometimes they won't tell you before you come in. It's when you come in and then the decisions start coming and then problems.
Yeah, just before you react to that, we'll take a short break. Yes, but we'll actually need to take a short break right now, and then we'll come in on that point.
All right.
Yes. Please stay tuned.
Used to say are the leaders of tomorrow. What do you think will happen to the next generation if these youths are not trained for tomorrow?
This program promises to be so enriching, wonderful, fun and interesting.
We are a chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence.
A particular set of people that has a demarcation. Never ever think you are a mistake.
We are a chosen generation.
The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness cannot comprehend it. That is a legacy.
Has given me, for I know who.
Joshua and his generation saw the miracle. They walked through the Red Sea.
Whenever you introspect, there are deep desires of the heart that you wish you could do.
Where He says I'm at, I know who I am.
There are lots of distractions for young people around the world right now. If you don't engage them in the church, if you don't support their talent, nature abhors vacuum.
I am believing God that the Lord will move again, once again, in our time and in our generation, and our eyes shall see it.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for staying tuned. This has been Crossfire, and we've been looking at a very interesting topic, which is the second edition on whom to marry. Choosing a life partner. Is it an already made man or one with prospects? A struggling man with prospects. And just before we went on the break, Mrs. Uche now has been talking about someone who is already made can easily hide behind his money, hide his true color. And I think you're about to react to that, you know, it doesn't matter. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No, I didn't say it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
okay, good. So give us your reaction.
My take is that as a lady, whether the man is showering you with gifts or wealth, like you said, and which will blindfold you, haba. We have brains now. It's not fish brain that is in the head of this. For you to be grown enough to be of marriageable age, your brain should be at least function to a large an extent. Okay, no matter the wealth of a man, when that man is rude, you will know.
Okay.
See, if he respects you, you will know.
You will know.
If he loves you 100%, 50%, 40%, you will know. If you don't know, then I don't know, something is wrong.
Yeah.
Because you should know what you are about to enter. No, there are ways, manner of approach. There are ways that somebody will approach you on issues. You will have challenges. You will have disagreements over issues. How does he react? There are a man that is violent, that beats, also you will know, because he will, no matter how much he hides it, one day he will demonstrate it. He will get so angry that. Do you understand? What I'm trying to say is that aspect that you say that the women will be so blindfolded with the wealth that.
Of course, because he's able to take care of them. He's able to do one thing or the other.
Except the lady is lying to herself, and if she lies to herself, seeing these traits of negativity, and still works in, you bear it now, because marriage is what you go into. Whatever you see, you take.
I was saying, money hides a lot of things. there are characters of a man that will never come out until he's in urgent need for money. So a man might be a woman beater, but because he has all he needs, you will never see that aspect. You can be married to a man for 10 years, he won't lay a finger on you. He goes broke tomorrow, he will beat you pull back.
Yes. That is not, it's not what's this word? It's not only, doesn't only count
for someone who is already
wealthy. Yeah, it's even worse.
For a poor person.
Yes. It's worse for a struggling person. Seriously.
That's why it's easy. At least you can see for a struggling person. You can see the true character of the person. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you marry that person now,
an extent, that poor person or struggling person could also hide it
in his poverty,
house.
And when he gets money, he will now show you another color.
That is another thing. Some of them will pretend to be humble, or that lack in them will humble them by force. The moment you go in and it starts getting better, then their true opposite. Yes, the true character will come out.
Now, let's even try to bring it home now. If you have a daughter who is ready, thinking of getting married and all that, would you actually say that no, this man that I'm looking at doesn't seem to have what it takes to take care of you? Or what would be your own advice, to your own daughter?
Yes, because I've started already.
Good,
oh yeah,
good.
I have an 18-year-old daughter, so I've started talking marriage. Yeah, not that she should get married now, but even right when they were way younger, I have started. This is what marriage is. This is how it works. This is how it goes. I would never advise my daughter to go for a rich man. Why would I do that? When no one can tell where love will come from. You can't any mother, any parent that will start to nurse the child to look for. No, you are an adult. You've gone through school, gone through the university. You've had experience. You've mixed up with your pair, your mates. You've discussed. Then on my own, I have tried to give you a foundation. I've tried to give you a foundation. I have tried training you. You have seen my own life because I'm the best mirror for her to look to in the areas of trying to make a choice. You should look at your mother. Your mother is your best mirror to look onto.
But you're actually supporting an already made man.
Yes, I am. But what I'm trying to say is that I can't tell my daughter it's good. If my daughter comes with an already made man, good. I'll be happy because I know that the person will take good care of her. But she obviously have to be in love with that man. She must not marry a man just based on the fact that he's comfortable. Without love, I won't take that. You won't even come near me. Then at the same time, if he's a struggling man, I won't have an objection. I won't object.
Maybe depending on the level of struggle.
Let your brain work. You don't have to go and bring me a non-entity. All in love or all in the name of I'm in love. No. Love, you are in love these days. You love with your eyes open. Love is not blind. Gone are the days they used to say love is blind. It's not blind.
Is love still blind?
No. Love is not blind. You love with your eyes open.
Some will even say it's even when a telescope now you can see far beyond.
So that's it.
So maybe your own response to that too. If you have a daughter, you say, well, even
I have
if it's
a daughter, definitely. I will always advise my daughter, don't go for the already made man. Look for a man who has good prospects. He's hardworking. As long as he's hardworking, he knows where he's going to. He's determined. Team up together and grow the wealth together. I've never believed in already made man because sometimes it's also difficult to ascertain how that money came.
Of course.
Someone can make money through a bad means, rewash the money, put it into business, and then when you come in, you see he's doing business, but you don't know the origin of that money. So you don't marry someone because you know he's
three questions. I hope I won't forget them. Because of what she's saying.
What she's saying.
So you don't marry in the name that he is doing business and you're seeing the profits coming out and you know he's rich because he started this. You can't ascertain how the money originated from.
Exactly.
And then tomorrow, if maybe he was a ritualist, as you're sleeping with one eye closed and one eye open, you know. So it's better off, as long as he is hardworking, he's focused, and he has plans. You can see these plans that you can join him together to grow.
Of course.
It's better, at least when you sleep at night, you sleep well.
Okay, my questions quickly.
Yes.
Permitted?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Are you telling me that an already made man or someone that is well-to-do is a ritualist? Or made his money through robbery, stealing, or...
No, don't get me wrong. There are a lot of rich men that made their money through genuine sources.
Thank you.
Okay, that's not what I'm trying to say. But sometimes...
Because you said you don't know where the money came from.
No, you can't ascertain most of the time. 40% of the very rich men, the money didn't come genuinely. They might be doing genuine business now. They are still okay.
That was one.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't want to forget the three.
Okay.
Then you said, that they should plan together, that you support your daughter to marry a guy with prospects, that they can plan. Are you telling me that a girl marries a comfortable man and they can't sit down to plan their life, their home, their marriage? Is that what you're saying?
They can. It's just for easy understanding. It makes it easier for you to understand the man better when there is no money.
That's not true. I disagree.
Okay.
I oppose to that 100%. That's not
okay.
That's not true.
Why, please?
Before you marry, you will sit, two of you will sit down. This is, how many children are we going to get? How many children are we going to have that we're going to be able to take care of? Okay, my wife, what would you, in the next 5-10 years from now,
what is your own...
What are your dreams? What do you want? What do you want to achieve? Whether as a career woman or as a business person, you know, like that. Okay, my husband, you are into this now. What growth would you want to add into what you plan?
Okay, can I come in?
You plan. Then your wife to be should be able to know your source of income, what you do, which she will see. If you are a 419, she will know, because you will not be...
Some that don't know for several
How would you know? How would you know? Because it will not be straightforward. See, somehow you will know. Except the person is just dull. The person will not be, if he's lying, with time you will know. Of course. Because he will hide some things, it will not be transparent. When a man is transparent, you will know. And if what he says he does, what he's coming in is much more than what he claims, then also you will know.
Let me ask a question.
Yes.
A man that is already very rich, maybe he was an armed robber before, and then invested that money into a good business. Maybe he's now an importer, and then you come in. You can see that he's an importer.
You said
and
before.
You can see exactly. That's the origin of that money.
So how does that affect you?
Good. Tomorrow you pay for your sins. Now. Not your children. Sometimes it goes down to be your children that will pay for the sins.
That would be on the man's head, not on the wife's head.
You're not sure of that.
Let
me give you an example. You marry a man, he's an importer, and you can see all of that.
See, everybody has a skeleton.
20 years later,
let's leave that thing.
They come and arrest the man.
Let's stop trying to design ourselves all cleaned up.
Everybody has a skeleton.
Of course.
You understand?
It depends on how many skeletons are in the cupboard too.
My last one. What's the last one? 3. I said there were 3. I had asked 2. What's the last one?
Okay, maybe it's coming later. Maybe I should just ask something here at this junction.
All right.
Now, a man usually has...
Okay, sorry.
Okay, good.
The last one. If your daughter comes now and say, Mommy, meet
so
Joseph, the man after my heart. I want to spend the rest of my life with him. And you begin to interview Joseph, and you get to find out that Joseph is comfortable. So because Joseph is comfortable, you tell her, no, over my dead body.
No.
He's wealthy. He's comfortable. You cannot marry him. Are you telling me that's what you're going to say? You're going to deny her that?
That's what I'm trying to see. Now, comfortable is different from being rich.
We are saying rich.
And
okay, fine. Forget comfortable. Rich.
What I'm trying to say is, for the basis of marriage, you should see beyond the wealth.
Yes.
If the money should come, it's an added advantage. But not to base your justifications on the wealth.
He's rich, you know.
That he's rich is just an added advantage, not a ladder for you to climb.
Yeah.
You keep that aside.
If
the world
for
should not
those
blind
that are,
you. See
for those that are
him.
fortunate to be in love with a rich man,
a rich person
so
who
be it.
has a good job.
True.
So be it. So
If you find yourself a rich man, it's still
and also a
okay.
good man.
Yes.
That's
Good
where I
Christian
want you to
and all
agree with me.
No. If
Now you have
see a
agreed.
rich
That's the
man,
area I wanted you
it's
to agree
okay
with
with
me.
you,
Thank
but
you.
not.
It's fine by me. You have well done.
Girls of nowadays, they always tell you, what's that quote? They say it's better to cry on a BMW than to cry on a bike.
No.
That's what people say.
They say that, and that's
no,
what most girls believe in now. They will tell you, please, they
The
want
money,
the man that is
the
already
money will make
made.
it easier for you to cope.
Exactly. They will tell you, please,
they
let
will
the
not
man beat me and I'll cry on the BMW, not to stay on the bike and
because
cry.
they have no idea what that cry is like.
About.
If they know, then they won't go in.
Okay,
The
now
rich
let
also
me
cry.
Yes.
come in now before our time goes off. Now, a man usually has ego or pride. I mean, that's the
Every
way.
man
Of
does.
course, this is why they sometimes demand or even command, respect. Do it like this, do it like that, So, what happens if an already made man uses his money to cover up his inadequacies or covers up his mistakes? He cannot apologize for anything. He just take this money, just do this. He just covers up with his wealth. What happens in that kind of situation?
Too bad you take it.
Okay.
That's why I said before you go in, these traits will at one point, maybe not directly. Now, I will know.
You will know.
That's why I'm like, there's no how the person, at least the traits, you will see one or two traits now. You understand? But yes, like you said, once you are in, there's no going out. That's it.
Okay.
You bear it.
Yeah.
Like you said, maybe then they will be sharing tears on the steering of their BMW.
Of course. Okay. Now, let me come back to you now, Uchenna, before our time goes off. Now, in today's dwindling economy, a man with just dreams and prospects can become a serious liability on the wife. I mean, the wife is she's paying the school fees, she's paying the rent if they're in a rented place and other things like all this money. The man himself also needs money to take care of one or two things.
Exactly.
So the woman is spending. He becomes a liability. What can the man do in that kind of situation to show his commitment to, a relationship or the marriage?
To be supportive, support your wife. But you as a man, you're not lazy, you're not laying about. You have something. Yes, there are two different things. Being lazy is different from struggling. If you're struggling, it means you're doing something, you're not lazy. Exactly. So not for you to go to a man that is lazy and then you bring him and call him a struggling man. There are two different things. If you're a struggling man and then you marry, your wife has more money than you do, that's fine, that's okay. But you as a woman, you support him and you pray for him. There is this favor and blessing that comes with marriage. I think it happens to every other person that is married. It happened to me, and for as long as I can remember, it happened to all those that I know. Once you're married, there's this blessing that comes in. So even if he's not doing so well now, as long as he's supportive, he's still hardworking.
Findeth favor from the Lord.
Exactly.
So as he is working hard and she's supporting him, no matter how little he's bringing, it's something.
Just bring something in.
As long as the lady is still there, understanding that he will eventually break through. He will someday.
Okay. So as a final word for married women or people who are intending to get married, if you have a final word for people who are actually looking for financial security, what would be your advice to them?
Like she said, and like I just said, God created man as his family. We, his creation, we are his family. Jesus Christ came to head the church as the head of the church, and we are his
family.
His family. So that is why when a man marries and commence that journey of creating a family, it's a natural phenomenon. That favor, like that you just, I had it, I encountered it. So like we said, I'm sure you too. It happens. It's a natural thing. So that is why it's very important that God should be the foundation. of your home. Call whatever circumstance. If you eventually come across, now I'm talking to the young ladies that are of marriageable age, that are yet to get married, that are still searching. If you come across a wealthy man, well and good. Be sure. Pray. Seek the face of God. Seek counsel. Go to your church. Your pastors, your ministers, there are hardly any church that does not have a marriage counseling for. Yes, seek counsel. Let people that have been there help you to look. Call two of you, interview you, hear from you separately, hear from him. Let them know where there are checks and balances. It's key. Only you. You don't have the experience. So you have to meet with those that have the experience. Share with them. Let them help you view and take a look at what you know. Then like that. So that's pray and pray and pray. Your foundation, my main take, your foundation should be laid upon God. Your marriage, your home, your family. And if you do lay that foundation and you keep building on that foundation, irrespective of whatever challenges, despite all odds, it will succeed.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, Sister Uchenna, if you have a word for young people out there and the person they're in a relationship with is struggling and they're wondering, should we go ahead, should we not? Yes.
Okay, well, I will always say support him. Believe in him. Because sometimes men actually need their wife's support.
Always. Not sometimes.
Most of the time.
Always.
Okay, so support
business,
him.
Emotions.
Exactly.
Men need their wife's support. That's why she's there anyway.
Yes. So support him and understand with him. It can't be like that forever. You're starting up that way. Put heads together. Work hard. Pray. And there is no way you're not going to break out of whatever situation they're handling.
Okay.
So when you find yourself in that, most of the time I feel when you get married, that's when, you know, that early stage, the first 1 to 2 years, that's when that temptations will come.
A lot.
You know,
plenty of it.
So that's where that love comes in.
Plenty of it, actually.
Try once you overcome that, that's when the riches will start coming. Some people don't survive it. They break out just immediately after, once those issues start coming. But I feel it's easier when there is no money. You know there is no money. So you're not coming to see honey laid on the table for you. So you understand you're coming to work hard together with him. So once you have that at the back of your mind, you support him and you all work together, pray together, put your ideas together and work hard, there is no way the blessings will come. And then you see the riches flowing in.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking time out to be with us today. I'm sure our viewers have been enlightened. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, dear viewers, you've heard it. Sorry, I have to close the curtain at this juncture. Hope you have been enlightened by the discussion. You know, money issues in marriage can create a huge gap and eventually lead to divorce if it's not handled well. If there is no open and honest discussion about how to handle these finances, bills can pile up, too many things to handle all at the same time. So both parties involved have a role to play in putting something on the table. So we thank you, our dear viewers, for being here with us. Please send in your comments and feedback on any of our social media platforms. Until next time, stay safe and stay blessed. Goodbye.